ghosts of the French Revolution haunt President Emmanuel Macron as 1 million protesters shake the nation's core. The French police have made hundreds of arrests after fresh protests exploded across the country. According to broadcaster BFM TV, 309 people were arrested. Out of them, 134 were placed in custody. The protests were over pension reform and falling purchasing power. They were part of a strike action launched on September 18th at the call of several unions. Authorities said more than 500,000 people joined demonstrations nationwide, but the trade union CGT claimed the number was much higher, over 1 million. Interior Minister Bruno Retailleau said he welcomed the fact that France was not blocked by the protests, but he also warned that around 7,300 radicalized individuals were present in the rallies. The Interior Ministry explained that arrests were linked mainly to violence, property damage, and unauthorized marches. Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu strongly condemned what he called abuses targeting police and the damage caused during the unrest. The ministry confirmed that 7 police officers, 10 protesters, and 1 journalist were injured in the rallies. Unions, however, called the mobilization a success. They are expected to meet Prime Minister Lecornu in the coming days for talks. Lecornu emphasized that the demands raised by unions and protesters remain at the heart of ongoing consultations. This action on September 18 follows last week's Block Everything mobilization. That earlier protest drew nearly 197,000 people nationwide. The unrest came just 2 days after Prime Minister François Bayrou lost a confidence vote. His austerity-driven budget with pension freezes, cuts to public holidays, and welfare reductions triggered massive backlash. Bayrou resigned following the defeat. President Emmanuel Macron then appointed Sébastien Lecornu, his defense minister and close ally, as the new prime minister. This marks Macron's 5th prime minister in under 2 years. Opposition leaders slammed Macron's choice. Jean-Luc Mélenchon of France Unbowed called it a provocation. Far-right leader Jordan Bardella said Macron was ignoring voters by sticking with loyalists. Interior Minister Bruno Retailleau described the unrest as an attempt to create a climate of insurrection. The chaos links back to Macron's risky snap election in 2024. After the far-right national rally surged in European polls, Macron called a parliamentary vote. His centrist bloc lost ground to both far-right and far-left, leaving the assembly divided. Since then, governing has been near impossible. France's Fifth Republic, created in 1958 to end instability, was designed to empower presidents. But Macron disrupted that system in 2017, winning without support from traditional parties. Re-elected in 2022, he soon lost his majority. To pass laws, he repeatedly used Article 49.3, bypassing votes, fueling public anger. In the 2024 snap election, the left won most seats but lacked a majority. Macron refused to accept their nominee for prime minister, stalling coalition building. France, unlike Germany or Italy, has no tradition of coalitions. Instead, it has relied on presidential dominance for decades. Producer states and consumer-heavy states remain split on revenue. The political system is now deadlocked. 39 years old Sébastien Lecornu is Macron's longest-serving minister. His task is to steady the government and maybe strike compromises. The socialists want higher taxes on the rich and reversal of business tax cuts. The right opposes these demands. Bayrou has barely managed compromise as a centrist. Lecornu, leaning further right, may find it even harder. Neither left nor right wants fresh snap elections that could boost Marine Le Pen's far right. That reluctance may buy Macron some time. Beyond politics, France's economy is under strain. Bond yields are rising higher than Spain, Portugal, and Greece. A possible downgrade of France's debt rating this week could deepen economic woes. Investors are already jittery, and uncertainty is mounting. France has one of the EU's largest budget deficits at 5.8% of GDP. Budget negotiations have been a major source of tension in French politics. The failure to reach an agreement on the 2025 budget last year also led to the collapse of the Michel Barnier government in December, after left-wing and far-right parties joined forces to support a no-confidence motion. Now, it remains to be seen. Will Prime Minister Lecornu's talks calm a nation of a million voices, or will the ghosts of revolutions past drag France into yet another political collapse? For more news and updates, watch Mint News.